Well, hello, and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper 2. We're over here on Holmes Rock, and I think we're kind of stuck. We can't do anything here unless we get more of the Solheim data, which we don't have. And I think we need to go fix our dice, and there's no place that I can find to get the components. So we are going to push on ahead and head on over here to the farthest place to the north, over by the ice fields, Wellspring. And that's good, because we'll get rid of 3 hunt while we're going, and we're already at 3 hunt, so we'll bring it back down to 0. Seraphon. The shout echoes through the ship, reaching you in the cockpit. You see the angle of Seraphon's head change, but he doesn't respond otherwise. Did you hear that? Seraphon sighs. Yes, I heard. He looks back at you. How about you go see what they want? Yeah, okay, I'll go investigate. You unstrap from your seat and glide out of the cockpit. Apparently Seraphon doesn't like all of our hangers-on that we've got now, but you run into Bliss in the corridor. Where's Seraphon? He's got to be the guilty one. They look impatiently over your shoulder. Bliss shakes their head. Come on, you need to see this. You follow the irritated Bliss through the ship, down to the cramped storage unit stuck between the main ship and the hull. As you enter, you're greeted by total chaos. Amber globs of liquid ration float in the air and cling to the walls, while chunks of dried food spin slowly, breaking into crumbs. See? Bliss fumes. Someone opened up one of the supply crates and left it like this. They point to a crate in the storage netting with the lid pushed open. You look at the mess spilling out from the crate. Who could have done this? I don't think Seraphon did this, but let's see if we can intuit. We keep getting the neutral outcome every single time. Every single time. It's the neutral outcome. You take a moment to pick through the food and find a torn open pouch of liquid rations. You turn it in the light and see a set of evenly spaced gashes at the edge. Looking at the chaos, it's hard to imagine a person doing this, especially one of your crew. Bliss puffs out their cheeks. I need a break from this ship. They look at you. Help me tidy this up. You spend the rest of the journey packing the crate away and disposing of the spoiled supplies. But as you do, you can't help but wonder what actually happened here. When you're finished, you take one last look around the storage bay. As you gaze around the now cleared space, you have the same feeling of being observed by unseen eyes as you felt in the tunnels of Holmes Rock. Uh-oh. Did we pick up a hanger-on? As he brings the ship into Wellspring's docking ring, you notice a rare tension in Seraphon's piloting. He jerks the stick a little too hard while the docking bridge extends, and a proximity alarm goes off. He curses under his breath. Relax. It'll be okay. I've docked this ship 100 times, Sleeper. He keeps his eyes on the monitors. I am relaxed. That's not what I mean. Seraphon doesn't respond, but you see him grip the rig's controls a little tighter. As the ship stops, the docking bridge connected, you lean forward and look out the cockpit windows, trying to get a good view of the icy surface of Wellspring below. The harsh, gleaming ice gives way to the steep sides of the cut. The asteroid's one city. It glows and steams with warmth, and peering down into it, you can't see the bottom. Beyond, along the horizon, you see the terraces of the pit head, where the current extraction effort must be taking place. Seraphon runs the shutdown sequence and unclips from his seat. He turns back to you, a flinty look in his eye. I'm going to head down to the cut. I've got a few leads to follow up on. You get the sense he isn't asking for permission. Yeah, let me help. Fine by me. I don't know which one to do. Let me help. You can check out the city if you want, but I'm not following along, Sleeper. This is my trail to follow. Before you can respond, he pushes past and glides out of the cockpit. You turn and watch as he pushes past Bliss in the doorway. I missed something? Bliss shoots you a look. He seems even more irritable than usual. He's looking for his sister. Bliss raises an eyebrow. Family trouble. That'll explain the irrational levels. I would recommend, they zip up their jacket, we go after him before he pushes past someone that pushes back. We better leave him to it. Fine, but we're gonna need to a pilot if you ever want to leave this place. Let's hope he's feeling sensible. Looks like a stop over at Wellspring for a bit then. They zip their jacket. I'll be in the markets. At least Lane's unlikely to come out here to pick a fight with the Lotic Syndicate. Bliss shrugs. They turn and head towards the airlock, whistling softly as they do. Eugene comes out of a side door as Bliss passes. He stretches and squints at you. Permission to find a bar down there. He grins. Just joking. I know I don't need to ask. He winks and follows Bliss. Wellspring, the base of the Lotic Syndicate. As you look out across its icy surface, you remember Malik, the captain whose ship you saved, and from whom you surveyed the ice asteroid. You also remember how he promised to repay you for your actions should you ever cross paths again. Perhaps Wellspring is a good place for you to make that happen. After all, if Seraphine's sister's here, surely the Lotic Syndicate would be the best placed to find her. Oopsie. All right. Oh, it's a whole thing. Oh, this is a big place. Wellspring Pithead, ice extraction facility. Okay. And the settlement dug deep into the Wellspring Cut. Okay, we need to find stuff to fix our dice up. We need to refuel and reprovision. And probably find some more stuff. So let's go to the Wellspring Cut here first. Hack Lotic comms or act like a local. Never mind about that. Let's go see what the other one's like. Oh, yeah, we flipped upside down. Oh, I know. I need a Lotic pass. Oh, fine. Okay, fine. We'll go get a Lotic pass then. I guess we come here. Happy or neutral. Let's go. Oh, we got 3. And we found a new location. Oh, it's the bar. Great. The Cutwater. The Cutwater is a boisterous workers' bar filled with miners, fresh from the pithead. They always need staff to fill in for those on shift. It's dangerous? Oh, no. And it requires engagement, which I am not suited for. Okay, well, let's hack some more comms, I guess. If we get super lucky, we can just be finished exploring. There's a chance we might take damage, though. Ah, we lost a little. Okay. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Amazing to think this place supplies most of the belt's water. Bliss looks across the Cutwater at the workers in their distinctive yellow gear. No wonder the Syndicate runs it like a corporation. You look at those gathered in the low-ceilinged bar, gathered around cushioned couches and low magnetic tables, their voices bouncing off the metal walls. All of them wear Lotic clothing, a mark of their status as contractors for the belt's most powerful syndicate. At the far side of the bar, you spot Eugene, perched at a magnetic table with a bunch of miners. He appears to be playing some kind of local dice game, although, given the amount of alcohol involved, it's hard to tell if gambling or drinking is the focus. You look back at Bliss, who's watching another group, quietly discussing something serious in the opposite corner. Well, Lotic gets the job done. I don't really like it. Pragmatic? Or having an opinion that I don't think I have. Let's go with pragmatism. Hey, if that doesn't work, I don't know what will. Bliss turns back to the bar and sips her drink through the metal straw. Well, that's the thing. I've been looking around Chasm Row, searching out components in the market down there. People don't seem so happy. Bliss meets your eye. There's a lot of talk of contracts. It seems Lotic's been locking down its workers, giving the war and the inner system as an excuse. They play with their metal straw, swirling the orbs of liquid in their sealed glass. The pressure's building, Sleeper. We shouldn't hang around here much longer, they sigh. We need to give Seraphine time. Well, Bliss raises an eyebrow. Sounds like I'm not the only outsider who's been hanging out in Chasm Row. I heard someone complaining about a rude young man asking too many questions. Bliss smiles. Who else could that be? They laugh. That's the place to start if you want to find our boy. They said he was asking about the rhyme market, but I have no idea what that is. Bliss looks out across the bar. Definitely a touchy subject for locals, though. I'll head there now. Bliss nods. I'll finish my drink. They smile. Let me know how it goes. You leave the Cutwater, shouldering your way through a crowd of boisterous contractors. There's a conspiratorial mood to the conversations now that Bliss has mentioned it, and you wonder what all the talk is about. You hear a bellowing laugh from Eugene as you slip out the door. Better leave him to it. You feel the sudden cold as you leave the steaming bar and enter one of the icy passages cut into the asteroid itself. All this water in the hands of a single syndicate. If something goes wrong here, the belt will die of thirst long before the war reaches it. You turn up the collar of your jacket against the cold and head for Chasm Row. Okay, so there's the bar, the Cutwater, there's the Lodic Depot, and the Chasm Row. Let's go to the depot real quick. Okay, so we can work a depot shift. Grab some extra cryo. Let's get all the fuel we'll need. Very good. 3. It's 3 for each fuel. That's particularly good. Okay, so this is risky. We've got one die. Not great. Not super great. All right, off to Chasm Row. We can buy supplies, which we do need. Let's do that, or find the Rime Market. Bliss said Seraphim was hunting for the Rime Market. Well, hey, we've got a plus on that. Okay. And if we get negatives, that's fine. We might break more dice. And then hopefully we can find the fix for that. Nope. Neutral outcome. Happy outcome. All right. Back to Reg then. Oh wait, I'm not seeing. There's no warning. Oh, we're just safe out here. It was as it said. He's not going to come look for us out here. Cool. Oh, you know what? I should have left this to scavenge or source supplies. Oh well. Hopefully we'll get cryo and it'll be fine. We don't have any of that. I don't really need to do that. Onboard repair bay. Can't do that. So, in the cycle. Here we go. Starving. I've got to find some food. I'm so hungry. What if I come over here? I can find the Rime Market, or I can come to the Cutwater and maybe get some food. Or I can just buy a meal. Either way. We're gonna need to do that before we leave, but I'm thinking we'll just do this. Hopefully we won't lose energy. A hidden rhyme. Oh, we lost cryo. Okay, that's not too bad. We've got cryo to lose. Okay, all right, we need 3 more. Let's see if we can get a good outcome. No, neutral. All right, we need the good outcome. It took all of our dice. Just sucked them all right up. Jeez. What in the world? The markets of Chasm Row have become familiar in the past cycles. Their steaming orange-lit depths, the persistent condensation on each unit's windows, the gleam of the amber workers' suits, each contributing to the particular atmosphere of this buried city. But among this, you've noticed other details too. The freelance crews on the hunt for illicit tech, the conversing workers who drop to a whisper when you pass, the light flickering up through floor grates, suggesting even deeper layers. These are the details you have followed to the Rime Market, a place discussed in hushed tones, in dimly lit rooms, and as you drift towards what you know to be one of its entrances, the door bursts open in front of you. A large, dark bundle glides out the door and impacts the metal wall of the passage with an echoing bang. But your eyes are drawn by the imposing figure that hovers in the doorway, bracing himself on the frame. Stay out of the Rime Market, rat. The man sends an orb of spit spinning after the bundle. The bundle finds you, and you suddenly recognize Seraphim, winded but straightening up to go back for more. Yeah, my engagement is not my best strat here. What's going on? Yeah. The man turns towards you as you shout, and Seraphin, seeing the opportunity, kicks off hard, flying into them with swinging fists. The two tumble in a flurry of blows, slamming into the doorframe until the man gets his legs between him and Seraphin and kicks him into the wall. Seraphin hits hard and floats away, a few crimson bubbles of blood drifting from his bust lip. You glide over to Seraphin as he shakes himself awake. You put yourself between him and the figure.
"Know when you're beating the rat," the man calls out. "It's time to go home and lick your wounds."
Seraphin exhales in frustration, his anger fading, replaced by a stinging pain of his injuries. You watch a perfectly round blob of blood form at the bottom of his nose. Let me hit this idiot. Oh no. Want to explain what's happening? See, if I knew Seraphin, like from game one, if I really knew him, I might back him up. I might say, hey, you're fighting him. That means I should be fighting him. But I don't know him. Amnesia, didn't meet him, don't know what's going on. I want more information.
"For the record,"
the man folds his arms.
"this one started it."
He looks between the two of you.
"Snooping around our meeting like a rat."
You see his sharp eyes recalculating the situation since your arrival.
"I wasn't snooping. I'm looking for someone."
Seraphin glares.
"If you'd taken a minute to talk to me before throwing a punch, maybe you would have got that."
The man scratches at his beard, squinting at Seraphin.
"Say I believe you. What were you doing at the meeting then? Missing persons ain't our business."
"All I heard is this is where a lot of contractors meet." Seraphin sighs.
"I don't like you hearing that. Not at all. I'm gonna need to ask you who told you that later."
He straightens up.
"But yeah, this is where the contractors meet. As if that's anything to you."
"The person I'm looking for is a contractor." Seraphin's frustration rises again. She uses the cover name Luz. He pauses, a desperation entering his voice.
"Please, I think she might be my sister."
Something changes in the man's stance. He holds up a massive hand to silence Seraphin and looks down the passage in both directions.
"Not here."
He retreats through the door.
"Get in."
As you both enter, he reaches past you and slams the metal door behind, spinning the locking wheel with one hand.
"I'm Kirk,"
he grunts, pointing at himself with a thick thumb.
"Contractors are my concern, but if Lotta can catch up discussing contracts out here..."
He shakes his head. He turns and leads you down the passage. You pass an open door, and you glance inside to see a group of gathered in a circle, all of them in workers' clothes. They're speaking in hushed voices. One of them exchanges a nod with Kirk.
"Let's not interrupt the meeting anymore, shall we?"
He glares playfully at Seraphin, who remains silent. Kirk leads you to the side of a massive vertical metal pipe with a rough hole cut in the side. He beckons you both inside. You descend through the pipe in silence and darkness. Suddenly, you come out through the ceiling of a wide and low hall. As far as you can see, crooked stalls and makeshift shelters dot the grilled floor, lit by scavenged lanterns and light strips. Steam drifts up through the grates, concealing the rooms so that you can't see the walls.
"Welcome to the Rhyme Market."
Kirk gestures a thick hand to the ramshackle interior.
"Lodic don't know about this place."
He smiles.
"Let's get a drink."
He leads you off to a nearby stall with a set of improvised stools welded to the floor in front. He hooks his legs onto one, and you and Seraphin follow suit. He holds up 3 fingers to the stall's owner, and a drink in a straw-pierced packet is handed to each of you. Seraphin looks skeptically at the drink.
"We friends now or something?" "Look," Kirk takes a sip, "I'm not going to apologize for putting you in your place. That's on you. But like I said, I represent the contractors. And if someone is part of the family, well..." He shrugs his massive shoulders. "And they deserve to be heard out at least."
"You know who we're looking for?" Yeah, let's let Seraphin speak.
"Enough. You know a Luz. I saw in your eyes."
Seraphin glares at him.
"Where is she?" "Describe her." Kirk leans back in his stool. I'm not giving you anything more until you prove she's your sister.
Seraphin closes his eyes. Dark hair. Used to wear it long and messy. Bright eyes, broad shoulders. You see a little twitch around his eyes as he recalls. Tough, but kind. Tattoos. Nervous laugh. He opens his eyes and glares at Kirk. That enough? Kirk sniffs.
Yeah, that's her.
You feel something jump in Seraphin. An almost imperceptible tension rising. It's her. His sister.
Luz.
Kirk speaks slowly, drinking between,
or whatever her real name is one of the contractors here. She's part of the most recent contracts Lodic registered. And that means...
Just tell me where she is, Seraphin demands, his impatience getting the better of him.
As I was saying,
Kirk gives Seraphin a pointed look,
those new contractors are restricted to the pit head. In fact, that's what we were discussing when you interrupted our meeting.
Seraphin looks away in frustration, but holds his tongue.
Since the war, the Lodic Syndicate's been trying to lock down Wellspring. They went from a loose association of mining groups to an autocracy, and started enforcing contracts with some serious overreaching terms. Your sister? She's one of those contracts. Lodic are acting like they own her and the others, because according to their contracts, they do. Which is exactly what we want to do something about. This cycle. He forcefully taps the bar with a finger. We're voting on strike action and the full blockade of Flotsam. We will bring the syndicate to the table to...
Seraphin knocks his drink away and kicks off from the table, disappearing into the market.
I'd probably go after him. But I should probably talk to Kirk and get the whole information.
Go after him. You catch up to Seraphin in the bustle of the Rhyme market, among the steam and crowds. I can't have been the only one who saw this pitch coming a mile off. Seraphin is bristling with anger. What kind of idiots does he think we are? Is this what this is? Is that what this is about? We should go back. We don't need him. This is about getting my sister out of whatever mess she's gotten into. Seraphin starts to push through the crowd towards the exit tunnel. We need to speak to Lodic. Forget these clowns. He shoves his way forward. We don't need to get tied up in this. We just need to get her out. Seraphin forges on ahead, and you get caught in the crowd behind him. As he disappears from view, a heavy hand falls on your back.
I want to help you, Sleeper.
Kirk's bright eyes meet yours.
The Syndicate will do nothing for him for you. Trust me. But I need your help in return.
Kirk sighs.
Yeah, okay, what?
Good. Kirk nods.
I knew you would.
Kirk places a plastic pass card into your hand. It glints with the mark of the Lodic Syndicate, a blurry ID photo laminated onto its transparent interior.
This'll get you into the pit head. You can see for yourself what's happening there.
Don't follow your friend to Lodic. Go to the pit head. Find Luz yourself. He meets your eye. When you do, come back to me, and we can discuss how to free her and everyone else like her.
If you go to Lodic, if you meet with them, I can't help you.
He releases your forearm and drifts back into the crowd, disappearing into the steam and darkness. You float there for a moment, buffeted by passing people, clutching onto the Lodic pass, trying to decide what to do next. Well, a new location discovered. The Rhyme Market, Chasm Row, and we've got Lodic Operations Syndicate Command. Oh, we've got options. But we are starving. Buy rare components. Oh, that's what we need. That's what we need. So, 22 to buy scrap components. Or 50 to get rare components. Yeah, these are what we need. We need 2 of these. So there would be 44 instead of 50. Cool. And then we also need food. Okay, so... No, that's not it. Hold on just a second. It costs 15 to buy supplies to get the food, or 18 to buy a meal. So we can go in here and eat a supply in here for 15 and get 4 energy. Well, that seems That seems really reasonable. Let's get a die back. See, I kind of want to break this die, at least, so we can fix it before we do much. Oh, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. All right, here we go. Oh, we got... Where did we get glitch from? Oh, man. I didn't notice us getting glitch. Well, that stinks. Okay, yeah, we can buy supplies. Rare components to scrap components. All right, if we go up here to operations, it's the one thing we're bad at. Negotiate a meeting, yeah. But if we come up here, it's probably the one thing we're good at. Oh, the flip. I don't like that. Okay. We got access. We got new locations. All right, what is this? The Pithead Canteen. Oh, very nice. Ah, we can sneak a meal. Oh, your allotted pass isn't actually yours. And if they find out that you won't be able to eat here anymore. So we got 3. We can go here thrice. Oh, maybe we can go more than 3 times. But we just have to fail 3 times. All right. I've got garbage dice. Search for Luz. We get a plus on that one. Or join a work crew. Well, let's join a work crew and see what that gets us. 2, 3, 4. 3. And then... let's see what this gets us. Oh, we lose energy. That's great. Oh, we lose energy the whole time. That's bad. We got 2! Yay! Did I need a die for this? I did need a die for this. But it's a plus and it's a bad and I don't like it. Well, we might as well try to do this. Yeah, no, it's terrible. Just terrible. I don't like the glitch. How did I get a full thing of glitch? Oh, because I fixed the die? Does that give me glitch? When I fix dice? All right, 187. I'm out of dice. So we got 4. We got 4 cryo. Yeah, see if you can get us some supplies. That'd probably be a better use of that. All right, let's go find them. No, not that one. This one. Yeah, there we go. This ought to do it, right? Because it's a full 6. Oh, it didn't quite do it. Fine. We found Luz. The shadow descends toward the sump in the depths of the pit. Here the air is freezing cold to prevent the ice from melting into globules of floating water. If your breath carried water, you'd be able to see it in the air, but the absence of steam in each exhalation only serves to remind you of your own strangeness. Not that anyone else notices. The workers' heads are low, their eyes fixed on their work, shuttling chunks of ice and tools up and down the shaft. At the end of the nearby tunnels, you see the bright sparks of ice cutting in progress. Slabs hanging in the air in that strange way they do in Zero-G. Some loose memories of the time before Darkseid, before Lane, before freedom come to your mind. The familiarity of the cold, the sparks, the endless toil. It chills you more than the packed ice on either side of you ever could. You reach the bottom of the shaft, a metal grill marking the terminus. It squeals as you push open the barred door set into it, and safety lights flicker on, lighting up glittering ice particles all around in their hard beams. It's as if all the stars are held here, in this cavern. As your eyes adjust, the massive space comes into focus. It seems to have no up or down, just countless dark shafts and terraced pits cut into its side. All around, silhouetted by their work lights, contractors cut and haul and gather. This is where those locked-in workers are being held, caught in a contract clause that permits an endless shift. The atmosphere is grim. At the center of the cavern floats a construction of welded-together habitation units. A heavy twist of cable stretches from this improvised structure past you and up the shaft behind, tethering it to a central power source. On each of the 6 sides of this strange apartment block, a set of struts project outward, bracing the construction against the cavern walls. The block itself is wrapped in insulation, clad in protective plates. It glows with small apertures and lights. You approach the nearest entrance. Everything's bitten by rust, by decay. If the bars on the entrance weren't a clear enough indicator, it's obvious now that this place is a prison. The door scissors open, letting out a blast of warm air. You quickly duck inside, and it seals rapidly behind you. The cramped interior passage glows warmly, but its ragged condition keeps it from feeling cozy. You follow the corridor, ducking beneath hanging wires and loose insulation. This is where you were told you'll find Luz, or whatever her real name is. You come out into a communal mess. Counters and food preparation units fitted into the walls, cushioned stools and couches scattered around. A couple of contractors are stretched out in the space, one of them snoring loudly in the corner, another sipping from a food packet on a stool. Suddenly, a door on the far side opens up out of the cavern, letting in a flurry of ice shards that quickly become scattered orbs of water. You watch the figure as they glide into the warm light of the interior. With their dark hair and bright eyes, you know this is who you're looking for. You meet eyes with hers, and something sparks in that dull and cloying room. It's as if she recognizes you. Sleeper. She looks in a haze, her hair stuck to her forehead with sweat, her eyes still adjusting to the interior. I'm with your brother. My brother? She frowns. You see her scan you, taking in your clothes, the way you hold yourself, your face. For a moment, you feel exposed, aware of your damaged vinyl skin, your industrial markings, your doll-like features. You feel the familiar sense of being objectified, but also something warmer below it. A recognition of what you are. She blinks, exhales, and shakes her head, realizing she's mistaken. Give me a sec, all right? I just finished cutting 100 cubic meters of ice. She pulls back her hood. Haven't seen you down here before. They just contract you or something? The tension drops, but you get the feeling she isn't quite looking at you. She crosses to a food unit and pulls out a packet, slotting it into a warmer. She thumbs it on. First sleeper I've seen in a long while. She doesn't take her eyes off the slowly warming food. You'll do okay down here. I know you folks are tough and stick with the job. That's good. The rest I can show you once I've eaten. She laughs a little to herself. I'm with your brother. My brother? She pauses, her eyes not leaving the warmer. I think you have me confused with someone else. You're not listening. She turns to face you, and you see a wet shine to her eyes. What are you going on about? You realize what you need to tell her. Seraphine is on Wellspring. The warmer chimes to let her know the food packet is ready, but she doesn't seem to notice. Seraphine? She takes a ragged breath and steadies herself. Here? Not here. At the cut. She nods, then shakes her head. Well, if he trusts you with his name, I guess I should trust you with mine. She comes closer. I'm Talia. She smiles a warm smile. Now, where is my idiot brother? I'll take you to him. She laughs nervously. Sorry, this is not what I was expecting to go on my lunch break. Talia suddenly seems to take on some energy. She glances toward the corridor behind you and the door at its end. I sure you hope you have a plan, Sleeper, because they do not want us locked-in contractors getting out. She moves towards the corridor.
There's security in the shaft, and then again at the pit head. You must have passed through the checkpoint at the entrance too. I doubt we can bypass all of those.
She turns back, grabs her food packet, smiles at you, and shepherds you towards the corridor.
You could run a distraction, maybe? Or is Sarah on that already?
You were slightly taken aback at her sudden change. We don't actually, we're gonna have to... A blaring alarm sounds inside the habitation module, loud enough to wake the sleeping contractor with a start. You and Tala exchange glances. Surely this can't be for you. Tala rushes down the corridor and tears open the door at the far end, with you following close behind. The ice scatters, glittering in the interior light. The cavern is in chaos. You see dark-suited Lotic security wrestling with contractors, lit by flashing red alerts. More contractors are coming in through the door in the grill you entered from, carrying bulky equipment. The equipment is blaring out a voice, Kirk's voice, echoing around the cavern. A look of panic crosses Tala's face.
A general strike is now in effect. All contractors shut down tools and hold in place. Extraction will cease until our terms are met.
Kirk's voice distorts and shifts.
We have blockaded all traffic to and from Wellspring. We seek the resignation of the syndicate's leadership and for a new workers' council to be installed in its place. This cycle, we will shut down the shaft. Any worker not willing to strike should leave now.
There's a screech of noise, and the message begins repeating. You watch as the security are pushed back towards the grill, outnumbered by the gathering workers. Tala looks at you for guidance. Now's our chance. Tala looks around the cavern, the red light reflecting in her wide eyes. She sighs. I need to stay. I won't abandon the others. What about Seraphim?
Tell my brother what's happening. Tell him I'm not leaving until all of us are free.
Tala backs away, glancing over her shoulder at the others. You see them gathering their tools and taking them to be locked away in the hab module.
I need to see this through, Sleeper, and you need to go. Find Seraphim. Do what you can from out there. Help us change this place.
And with that, she turns and glides off toward the others. Don't forget your food packet. It's in the microwave. You turn and head for the grill as quickly as you can, the way now cleared by the contractors. The handful of Lotic security pushed back up to somewhere near the pit head. As you ascend, other contractors shooting you dark looks as you do. You realize you have to speak with Kirk. You find Kirk at the pit head, directing contractors to barricade the entry points to the mine.
So you took my advice.
Good, Kirk smiles.
We're glad to have you as an ally here, Sleeper.
You could have warned me. Well, he did kind of warn you. He said they were going to strike this cycle. I'm not really your ally. What happens now, though?
The Syndicate was arrogant. They didn't believe we could do this.
Kirk gestures toward the contractors, welding plating across the checkpoints.
But we far outnumber them. Their monopoly ends here. Why do this now?
The Syndicate's monopoly over the Belt's water supply has only been strengthened by the war. If we don't resist their exploitation now, it'll be too late. Kirk leads you a little way along the contractors.
If you want to free those like Seraphim's sister, I'll need your help. We have ships, but not many, and the Syndicate still has tankers in operation. Our blockade is not complete. The debris field between here and the far spindle remains open. We need another tanker to occupy it, and dissuade the Syndicate from trying to pass. All of our ships are in use, but your ship and your crew could help us take a tanker and secure the blockade.
I'm no mercenary.
This will not be an assault.
Kirk puts a hand on your shoulder.
The tanker, the headstream, has been held outside Wellspring for many cycles. The crew's tired and sympathetic to our cause. We'll just give them a nudge. Your ship will pose as an in-distress trader trapped inside the debris field where the headstream is obliged to rescue. We'll board and encourage the crew to take control.
You want to incite a mutiny?
Trust me when I say that the captain does not deserve his charge. This is a liberation.
Kirk folds his arms across his chest. I'll consider it. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it for sure.
Consider your options carefully, Sleeper. He smiles. Do you think the Syndicate wants anything to do with you now? They've been watching me, and so they know about you.
Suddenly, Kirk puts 2 fingers in his mouth and blasts out a shrill whistle. A contractor quickly approaches with a large box, the front marked by screens and dials, and the back by loose cables.
You'll need this HAZI-NAV unit to navigate the debris field.
He nods at the contractor.
Jens here will install it on your ship. Consider it a gift from our cause to yours.
He nods once more, and Jens passes by you, heading for the lift to the docking ring with your new module.
I'll provide the headstream's coordinates.
He moves away towards the contractors, still working on the checkpoints.
And I'll wait for your word.
You leave the pithead behind, your mind racing. You do not know how you've ended up in the middle of all of this. But you know that'll be up to you to pilot your way out.
Sleeper.
Seraphin comes up the passage towards you.
What's happening?
I heard the pithead is being taken over by Kirk's guys. This, you realize, will take a lot of explaining. Oh, new contract on the map and a new local crew available. Oh, lovely. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, we don't have, Wait. Find Seraphin's sister. We already did that. Find Luz or meet with Lodic. Travel to Wellspring. Yeah, okay, we've already done that. Investigate export. Yeah, okay. So we've still got some big juicy things to work on. And I've still got 3 dice. Not great dice. Not wonderful dice. Not amazing dice. But let's go ahead and spend them. A hot water shift. Yeesh. Oh, we can't meet with them. Oh, we can't hardly do diddly squat. Until we do the thing. Oh, great. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's fill supplies. And then, I suppose, do a depot shift? Hopefully we won't lose too much energy. Oh, whole 8 cryo. Whoa. We lost the energy. All right, let's try it again. Yeah, okay. Well, that's about what I was expecting. All right, so we're going to come over here. We're going to eat a sample. We're going to eat a meal. Fill up on that. Then come over here. Is it here? Yeah, fill supplies. Oh, our cryo's is running out here. Okay, go to the map. The headstream, huh? Well, I guess we're kind of stuck helping them at this point.
Oh, the HAZI-NAV.
Oh wait, no, it is blockaded, so we can't. There's a blockade in effect. Okay, so we are stuck here. We are stuck here completely until we do this thing. Well, I guess that makes up our mind for us. Okay, I guess we will do that when we come back. Next time here on the BackLog. Thank you all for joining me. We are stuck in the middle of things, and there's no getting out except through. Thank you all for joining me. I'll play it again later.